What's going on? Hold on. Make sure everything is where I need it to be real quick. Hold on. So that's there. Hold on. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? Um, okay, so just want to make sure. Okay, audio and video is good. Thank you, Doc Babes. Okay, so hey, what's up? Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
all I need to know. So listen, today, today, good people, my kind people of the cat kingdom. Anyway, today is the tap in. Today is the day that we go in our bag, maybe have a little side conversation or two about some other things that might come to mind. And then right after that, we do this nice little thing we like to call around here called the final exam. Initially when we first started this thing, we kind of tested it out, but I like the vibe. I love what it is. So I think it should stick around. But yeah, we're going to do the final exam. And the person that is responsible for us doing said final exam, his name is Doc. That is the gentleman that told me my audio and my visual was good. But anyway, he'll be in soon. Let him get himself together. But yeah, today is the tap in. Today is the tap in. The tap in is very necessary. I don't think y'all understand how important it is to this culture that we come from. But listen, there's a few things that we need to say. Okay, see, Doc just entered the building, but let me say these things real quick, and then we will get to everything we need to get to. You can join the conversation. Listen, I know if the call part was going to be available today, but I think we're good on that. But you can, anyway, join the conversation. Drop a comment. We love those. Adore those. You can call in or you can text. Just know if you call in, hold on, that you will be live on air. Yes, you will, hunty. So might want to come correct because everybody's going to hear you. If you text, I will be reading your text message out loud. Now, the number is 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. Okay. And I don't even know if I want to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You can ask me to drop the link. I might. I just might. Let me just tell you this. When you come up on here, come correct. Come your best behavior. I'm not with all the shenanigans. We not with the shenanigans. I don't want to see the Peter Weeders. Doc doesn't want to see the Peter Weeders. He got one, And in my opinion, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. So we don't need to see that. Thank you very much. Okay. So keep it kosher. All right. You want to talk to us about anything? Advertisements, sponsorships? You got some gab? Uh, I don't know. Anything. Talk to me about anything. I'm going to just say hi. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Okay? Remember to hit that like button. More importantly, over anything, hit the like button. We try and shake some things up around here, and we need that. And that is the real. It's a non-monetary way to support this thing we got going on over here, this thing of ours. So hit the like button, but also you can share and subscribe. We love that too. I'm just saying, hit the like button. Give it to me, baby. And one more other thing in that little chain of things that I have to say. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. All right. Woo, child, that's a lot to say in the beginning of the show. Hold on, let me get some water. Yeah. And this whole little detox thing, I'll talk to y'all about that later. But it's the tap in. So let me bring in Zach real quick. Let's say hi to my boo.
What up, Cat? The tap in. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, Doc Hunty.
Hello.
I don't know what I got going on with the shoulders today, but yeah.
You doing a little diddy bop, a little diddy bop. That's what we on.
I ain't doing no damn diddy bop.
Ah.
I'm not doing no diddy bop. That diddy bop comes with troubles.
All right, a little shoulder bop then. Just a little shoulder lean.
Because we'll get into that tomorrow. But today, it's a peaceful day. It is the tap in.
Yes.
We try not to discuss those names that should not be discussed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll avoid it. Mom's the word.
But today I want to try something on real quick, if you don't mind.
Of course. Go ahead. Run it.
We're gonna go on a break, of course, but because that's like the tradition of this situation we got going on here. But I also want to discuss perhaps one film. Is that a film? Yeah, that's a film, but it's like Cayman Sagas. It's crazy. That I know a lot of you guys have not watched. Perhaps some of you have. I don't know if you've watched it, but we're going to discuss it. And then the other thing that I watched, I'm entrapped into this thing right now. So I'm going to discuss that too. We'll get to that in a minute. So I don't know. We might go over whatever. I'm not even tripping right now. I got the space.
The time. It's all yours.
So, if you don't mind. But I'm going to get to those titles in a minute. Really had me entrapped over this little holiday weekend. But today is the tap in. We got to get into the bag. I don't want to do this without getting into the bag, at least. Our final exam year was 2002. Am I correct?
Yes, 2002. A very full year of music when I was going down trying to pick what I wanted to quiz you about.
I encourage all of you to join in on the little reindeer games.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
it's a fun reindeer game, though.
It is. It's absolutely fun. And sometimes I get baffled. I get baffled. But for right now, I'm the champ.
That is true. Hands down or hands up.
The champ. I don't know what we need to do. Hands down, hands out. I'm confused. Should we put our hands
Well,
down?
you the champ, hands down. It's just that if you want to celebrate your win, that's when you can put your hands up. Throw your hands in the sky, wave them side to side.
We live in dangerous times, Doc.
Dangerous times. Be safe and stay dangerous on these streets.
We live in dangerous times. I don't know if I should, what I should do with my hands. I really feel like I should know. I don't even feel like I should put them in, which I was about to say, in my pocket. But I feel like as long as I walk through life, this is so crazy, and I don't tell people this, but y'all get ready to get some insight in my thought process when I am walking, right? As long as I got my earbuds in my ear, which I'm going to be playing music if they in my ear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my hands is like my hands
You got
is
your
snap.
groove, your
Got my
vibe,
little.
your groove.
People generally don't mess with me.
That's good.
Don't get it twisted. I be strapped, but it's really I just be in my own little zone. So as long as I'm in that zone, ain't nobody really messing with me. People do say stuff from time to time, but I can't hear them.
Okay, yeah. Block the world out. Enjoy yours.
You feel me? I can't hear them. They be mouthing stuff, and I'll be like, one day I should just pop one in and pop the other one out just to hear exactly what these dudes are saying. But I never do. I just keep the earbuds and keep my little bopping.
It may encourage your vibe, or it may destroy your vibe or destroy your vibe. So be careful with that one sometimes.
So I keep them in. That's why I don't take them out, because I'm like, because if he's saying something crazy, knowing who I am,
Stay in your
as
lane.
a person, I stay in my lane. But then he would be entering my lane, and that's a whole. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a whole. That's a
Another
whole. That's a whole nother.
Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr. But all right, so I dug in the bag. Let's get to this real quick because I do want to have a little discussion about some things also. First thing that came out of the bag, cult classic, crazy. Pulp Fiction starred John Travolta.
True.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
True.
I know I can't see. This is the thing. I don't want to go first because then that buy me a little bit of time to go ham.
Okay. So I will go first. I have seen this movie. I've seen it a long time ago. I just remember this movie being an interesting movie because I was trying to, and even to this day, I probably should go back and watch it to make sure I fully understood the storyline. It was They were after this briefcase. The briefcase had something in it. I do remember what was in the briefcase never got revealed, if I remember right. In the movie terms, because I remember when somebody had brought it up on a show that we were talking about it one time. It's called a MacGuffin. It's a thing that really has no overall purpose other than to drive the story forward. But the acting, the lines, the I want to say quirkiness of the movie, but it was quirky in a dark way. That would kept people hooked and latched on. And then the certain little things they would bring up that people still quote to this day, like, you know what a hamburger is called in France and things like that. It was just a bunch of interesting lines. I think, didn't Quentin Tarantino write this?
I believe so.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So
I believe
Quentin Tarantino wrote this. I mean, he makes some interesting movies.
Yeah, for sure he did. And we talking about a young Quentin Tarantino too.
Yeah. So the characters, the way that they talk, the actions that they did, the circumstances that the people in the storyline got put in were kind of like extreme and just so like, could this really happen? But that's the thing I remember the most about this movie. It was an intriguing movie. I probably do need to go back and watch this to make sure that I, even with my older adult eyes, if I'm looking back on, I can say, okay, I see everything they were doing. I see everything they were trying, everything they were going with. But that's some of the things I remember about Pulp Fiction.
Okay. All right. First of all, let me address one thing before I address Pulp Fiction. I got some things to say about this movie. Again, cult classic. What is you doing in my lane? And then you going to do it while eating tacos. Where's my tacos? Don't come over here in my lane being all up in my situation and don't share the tacos. What's wrong with you? Get it
Hey,
the
salute the Rock. Salute to
Rock,
Rock.
what you doing, baby? I'm sorry, y'all. I had to address Rock real quick because he be coming in here saying stuff sometimes, and I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how you come in my lane with no tacos. That's what I want to know.
Mm,
Um, that's
mm.
specific. That's specifically the Rock, so that you know, not nobody else, but for future reference, anybody else too can get it. So yeah, I let Rock slide though because that's cool.
Mm. All right, all right. Rock, you
That's
heard that. You heard that. You get a chance to slide a little bit.
I let him
Visualize it.
slide a little bit because that's bull. But ain't nobody playing with Rock. But anyway, back to what we were discussing, Doc. This Pulp Fiction cult classic. First of all, not being funny. Can I say my words yet, or do I have to save it for a little bit?
Yeah, you got a little bit, probably like less than a minute.
All right, then I'll articulate it a different kind of way, and I'm going to save that comment for last. Okay.
Okay.
It was a lot going on in that film. One would agree the three main characters of the film, of course, I said, Mr. John Travolta,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Samuel L. Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Uma Thurman,
I forgot about her, but yes, yes, yes.
young Uma. She had on the black bob,
Yeah.
giving it up with the little white shirt and the black pants, you know, the
Oh, the
whole.
dance. The dance. Okay. I forgot about that part with the dance. Yeah.
Giving it up. John Travolta got in there too, which, by the way, would make sense because he does have a little bit of a dance history within Hollywood.
Movie.
So, you
Yes.
feel me? Y'all don't know not about no. Well,
Was it not
black
disco?
know
Disco.
about it. Yeah, black folks know about it, but they got it from somewhere. But yeah, he was giving it up.
All right.
he
Shout
was
out to
giving,
John Travolta.
he was giving it up.
You know
But
all the moves, huh? You remember all the moves.
but I'm telling you, like, all right, full understanding why these films I know because I told y'all a while back that I stayed in trouble, right? But
Mm-hmm.
because I come from military background, parents, well, my fathers at least, because my biological father and my stepfather both military Marines. All right. Um, so it's a structure of power there, of their dynamic of how they move you through a punishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like at first initially it's like you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You just in the room, you can read books,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? You maybe could doodle a little bit if they being nice, but then you gonna get you what you need, you gonna get your dinner, you gonna you know what I mean? They gonna make sure you good on that, right? But you
Okay.
ain't doing nothing. You just in the room. The next progression is all right, we'll let you come out a little bit and maybe you can watch some TV or perhaps a movie.
Okay.
But you're still not going behind outside. You're staying in this house. Long as all your homework and everything is done, there you go. You get a little bit of freedom. And then you gotta wait out the rest of the period, but you got a little freedom because you can watch TV and movies and stuff. And so I had a lot of time on my hands.
Okay.
So that's how I got into watching movies. Now it's like on my downtime when I'm not doing this, it's a favorite pastime. Like, all right, let me see what they got going on Netflix. Both of these situations we're going to talk about this evening are on Netflix. Flicks, by the way, if you perhaps have an account or somebody, well, you can't share passwords no more. They ain't playing with y'all. But anyway, yeah, so on Netflix. But back to Pulp Fiction. I had a lot of time, so this is one of the movies that happened to creep into my time.
Okay.
You feel me? Um, Let me know when I could go. All right.
You can go. You can go.
Go. All
You
right.
can
First
go.
of all, this is one of the movies that coined the term for Samuel L. Jackson of motherfucker.
True.
I was waiting. I'm sorry. I was waiting. This is one of the movies of many. And from one cussing person to another motherfucking cussing person, I salute.
So this is what this was about. One cursing person to another cursing person. A person like to use the 4-letter words just freely.
Fuck.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
So it's a dynamic there. I get it. But it's funny because the only movie that he did not use that term was Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars. This is my Star Wars shelf, by the way. Yo.
Wait. Hold up. I'm like Mace Windu never said motherfucking. I could swear he said something.
That wouldn't even make sense for the movies of Star Wars. Like, no.
Just because he said, look, I gotta go back and watch. I can swear when they were discussing what to do with Anakin, I could swear he said something that would have been the equivalent of another space language of
that word. You feel me? It wasn't that word. It would have been in a Star Wars Jedi type of way. He wouldn't have said motherfucker. That just don't even sound. They slick out their tongue. Real slick out their tongue. You know I know. I know. They real slick out their tongue, but he never said motherfucker in Star Wars. I can guarantee you that.
I want to hear him say, the Jedi has returned. Motherfucker. I would have loved it. I can go back and make sure. I could swear he said something close, but I could be horribly wrong.
Doc, he did not say motherfucker.
Okay.
Even if it was close, even if in your mind it came close to saying it, he did not say it.
All right. It's like the butterfly effect. It's something that I think happened that didn't happen.
That did not happen. He never said that. And like they wouldn't even let that pass. Do you understand how big this franchise is right here?
I fully understand. I just think it'd be funny if he did then. Look,
you
I'm
want
a
him
Mace Windu.
You want him to in your head, but that's the only movie he didn't say that. But that's
awesome.
Is one of those movies, Pulp Fiction, where he coined that term. Now everybody wanted to hear him say shit like, "There's some snakes on this motherfucking plane." You feel? You wanted to hear how he said it. What else? I'm trying to think of another movie. I definitely know
Juice when he robbed the bar, right?
Right. Another movie, recent movie. Oh, and one thing that I do love, a lot came out of that movie too, specifically because, again, I said that was a young Quentin Tarantino. So he was really getting in his element when he did that. One thing that I love that came from that is a lot of other weird ass but fucking great movies.
Yeah.
I fuck with Quentin Tarantino. For real. Heavy if it's gonna be, because he just makes some shit that be like, damn, that shit kind of makes sense low key. But it's a little bugged out a little bit at the same time. I don't know how. I'm always like, I don't know how to feel about this, but good fucking movie.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with you when you say bugged out a bit, because I would say majority of the movies that I know about Quentin Tarantino, they kind of bugged out. I mean, and one thing I do respect that if I put all his movies together, I can't say he's pigeonholed to one type of genre movie, but his movies do have a Quentin Tarantino feel.
Right. You're gonna know it got his stamp on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's almost like producers and their beats.
Yes.
You feel me? It got their stamp. It's this one specific thing that they're gonna do that you're gonna know that was them, and you're not gonna question it. And with him, it's the same thing from dusk till dawn. Remember that?
Yes.
That movie was bugged out. I was like, what are we watching? And I was young back
Vampires.
then. I'm sitting there watching TV with my family, like, so y'all just
Yeah, I mean, it takes you on a roller coaster ride. You think
Mhm.
it's gonna start and go this way, then all of a sudden it kind of veers off into all this other craziness. And I mean, just the quirky things that he puts into the movies about like I never get the hamburger one from Pulp Fiction is always a weird one to me. I'm
Right.
like, did somebody really think of this, or it was just like a creative thought? Like, or was he sitting around like, you know what? It's funny because the fact I've been here and here, and they called it the same thing, or they call it this.
Right. I'm trying to tell you, it's always some but I love that about him, y'all. I really adore that about Quentin Tarantino. No bull crap. Because it's like, again, some crazy, a lot of times gory stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's it's a couple of other movies I could run through. But listen, even Hateful Eight, Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
I love that movie. You feel me? I think in order for things like that to work, like Pulp Fiction and things of that nature, even Django, you feel me?
Yeah.
It has for those type of things to work, it has to be Quentin Tarantino.
Yep, that pushing the limit just enough but not making it just unwatchable because it's too limit pushed and crazy. It gets people to that limit and it pushes them over just enough to like, yo, like you said, this movie is wild. You start here, you end up there, but it's such his work of art.
So I'm gonna give you the time when Pulp Fiction came out, which was I was 15.
Okay, so same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm saying it like we not done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We was 15. All right, Doc. Me and you, we were 15 years old when that movie came out. And then he has a chain of, and a lot of my favorite movies. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really have a great adoration for Quentin Tarantino. It's sickening, maybe. Just like if he come out with a movie, I want to watch it.
That's cool, though. I mean, that means he's a good actor. He pulls you in. He gives you the type of stories that make you feel excited, make you feel intrigued, make you feel I need to engage and get some of this just to see what's going on because you know he's going to tell you a good, awesome, great story.
Right.
I mean, ain't that what great storytellers do? They tell great stories, whether it's a rapper and putting together verses to it's a producer or writer or a director making the visual image match the idea that they had in their mind and getting it out.
Right. And like you said, it's so many directions that he can go in that it's ridiculous. Because like the same person that did Jackie Brown, which is another iconic movie.
Yeah, range and skill.
Yeah, it's just he does have a lot of range as far as putting together a script and putting together being able to direct it and finding that direction that he need for the situation. So yeah. And even down to Samuel L. Jackson, even for John Travolta, they talk about how, they loved working with him.
I would think that they probably get the improv a lot when they're working with him certain ways. And that's for certain actors. I know that works good for them because if they know if I'm an actor hired to do this job, these people kind of want to hear this type of thing from me at some point in the movie. And if you give me leeway to improv something, it's probably going to be that much creative because then you're going to get an authentic reaction from the other actors and actresses about their next line and how they can improve.
Right. Listen, I was listening to a story that Jamie Foxx was telling about them working on Django, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just funny. Oh, I wish I could find it or play it without getting in trouble. But he was saying how he came in or whatever, and he, trying to be all slick and smooth with reading his lines, and Quentin Tarantino pulled him together like, listen, he's a fucking slave. What the fuck is that? You come in here with Louis Vuitton on. He is a fucking slave that eventually becomes the hero. So, in
Mhm.
other words, get your shit together, Jamie. Like, he talking to you like that.
Yeah, but that's a person with a vision. That's a person with drive. I mean, you can look at it like, hey, you're talking to these other quote unquote A-list actors, but if you want a project to have a feel, a texture to it, and a awesomeness to it, you got to push those people sometimes. I mean,
Right.
it's make them think and feel that they are the best, and
Right.
just share your idea with it. And I mean, Django is, I mean, if we're jumping a little bit, but it's still Quentin Tarantino. Django is a wild one because I remember when I watched this, I'm like, what is going on? What? Okay, I
Right.
get it now. I get it now.
And it's so crazy because it was a story, and then there was another story that was told a different kind of way. And we'll get to that because I'm quite sure we're gonna wind up pulling that out the bag. I'm more than certain that's gonna come out that bag eventually. But I will say last notes on Pulp Fiction, great freaking movie. Loved it. It was iconic for the time. Um, I couldn't believe my parents was letting me watch this shit. Like, y'all know I'm watching this, right? It's okay. Because you gotta
Yeah.
think all the profanity
Yeah.
and
Ooh.
all of the killing. And, y'all do. I guess if you could let me watch horror movies, you could let me watch
This, yeah, yeah, it makes
the.
sense. But now I can see a little bit where you got your passion for cursing from. I think this might have played a part.
Probably, but I was sneaking back, looking like y'all gonna let me stay in here for this.
Mm,
So I shut up. I ain't say nothing.
okay, okay.
Shh. And I just watched it, and I ain't say a word because they might be like, "Go to bed." You feel
Yep,
me?
yep.
And so I just shut up. Even at 15, they was like that. All right, go to your room. So I just, you know. But anyway, next one out the bag, and then we gonna move to these two things that I feel like you should watch, or maybe perhaps you have watched. But out the bag, the next and last one out the bag is Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. Ladies first this time. I went first last time.
Sorry. Well, everybody, if you're in hip hop, that is, you
True.
know, um, this is an iconic rap group, and the message that they were conveying was something of a revolution. That, in my opinion, I love Public Enemy. Right? You got certain members that their names, like Chuck D, like
Hmm.
Flav, like Professor. You feel me? You
Yes.
had elements that are pretty popular names that came out of that group. Now it was an extension bigger than what you think. But
Yeah.
those three specific ones that you would identify with, right? Um, I don't know. They made me feel like, oh, the revolution can be a thing, right?
Yeah.
And the time frame of when we were growing up, because we were young. You feel me? Um, but at the same time, I didn't know the music business, and so although they might let your message get out or whatever,
Hmm.
they still will have that little grab on you in some form of fashion. So what I think when it came with them is the great thing that came out of it is that they were able to spread their message. You feel me? But
No, I
I
would
think
say true because if you think about when Public Enemy was out and what the culture of hip hop was and how young hip hop was and how it could
mhm,
have just best taken as a straight up fad of music that just lasted a little too long.
mhm,
And it was mostly, the spinoff of the whole disco party breakbeat era. But when
right,
they came along and they are actually talking about tangible things in real life things that affect black and brown people of color, then
mhm,
it made it kind of interesting. You think, they got away with saying a lot of things that would be so clutch your pearls to certain
and getting away with it.
Yes,
Right?
and getting away with it.
But what we know is there was some decisions that had to be made. So, like I said, the powers that be, they let you have a little bit, but not too much. You feel me? So, one thing that this country is the foundation of this country is freedom of speech, supposedly. So they say. Speaking of that, let me throw this on the screen real quick because that just segue right perfectly. Okay. Make sure you join our coffee community. I'm gonna put this on here too for those who are not on Twitch. Join our coffee community so I don't have to go through this censorship bullshit. I'm good now. I can go off like I want to right now, but I would love to be not censored. How about that? But anyway, yeah. But yeah, that's your right as a U.S. citizen. They are U.S. citizens, so it's like, okay, we can't really stop them. But where they stopped them at is always where they stop everybody at in their pocket. They find some kind of way to get in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an artist and you sign to a record company for a record deal, once you say something that can trigger them, or they going to think is reflecting in bad light to them, or it's going to affect other levels of the business, all they really got to do is stop pushing you to the forefront of the line. And that means you have to work harder for yourself. But luckily, if you built your own, roots fan base, it'll be that much easier. But still, it's not like they are going to slow down the spreading of your word because they're not going to give you all that platform the same way.
They're going to slow down the process. Now, what I will say is, when it comes to Public Enemy, they almost got like a cult like following. Like, if you fuck with Public Enemy, you fuck with Public Enemy.
Yes.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You remember that crazy little nigga with the big ass clock doing his little dance.
Yep.
You remember that?
The dudes in the berets with the black uniforms on doing the steps.
And I like that because it was giving me kind of sort of to like some Muslim vibes a little bit. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't want to say.
I don't think so.
Part of the
Nation of Islam?
No. Close. I can't even think about it. I hate when I get a brain fart. I hate it.
The only other one that's prominent in my mind right now is like Black Israelites, but I don't think that's
not them. No. They don't even mess with the industry like that.
Okay, I'm just throwing out the groups of people that I know that would have that certain way of militancy.
No, they usually be based in New York, though. I think they had a few Philly ties too. Dang, I cannot think of their names. Freaking Wu-Tang Clan. I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm not going to say it wrong because I don't disrespect nothing. Plus, I do respect today's man, but I'm having a brain fart right now, so I can't get it out. Anyway, totally have a brain fart right now. But I'm gonna come back to y'all like y'all I couldn't. But yeah, different times right there. But they did make me feel like, if we come together the right kind of way, we could get it done. It's just weirdness. This industry is.
A lot of thing with Public Enemy too is I was always surprised, and you got to remember this is the era when I was a kid that was nose deep in hip hop videos when they came on TV Raps and Rap City the Basement and all that stuff. And when they used to put together videos, one thing they used to always kind of interest me, and it still kind of does to this day, is when they do the videos when they're basically doing like slavery enactments, and then in the end, excuse me, they kill the slave master. I always wonder who's these white actors that want to play these roles.
Right. Oh yeah, because it's like, do you understand the secrets that they telling? But then there's your people that actually did that type of stuff. So then you was like, sure, I'll play the role.
That used to always trip me out.
Sure, I'll do it. Why not? Why the hell not? You
Yeah.
feel me?
I mean, I guess if you an up and coming actor and you're white and you want to just get your foot in the door or something, yeah, I
True.
want to go be a extra for this Public Enemy where at the end they, turn the white people into slaves or they, do all this stuff. I got this on my IMDb or something like that. That just
Like,
always interests me.
so let me see here what you got going on here. You auditioning for something and they running down the list. Let's see. Turn over your you call it like, let's see. This is interesting. It says here you did a Public Enemy video.
Yeah. So what did you play in the video? What was your role?
What was your role in that video? Oh, well, I just played a racist white person.
Yeah. Like that never bugs you to think about that sometimes. I think about it all the time, especially when there's just certain music videos when they are portraying that. I always think like, how did this person you just okay with this? Because what if people really think you are that person in real life? Because that happens to a lot of actors sometimes, actors and actresses.
You freaking bigot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Public Enemy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know, but it is crazy. That's a very interesting thing to think about. Like, whoa, what did you put that on your, you know what I mean? Like, did you put that in there? Or would you take that off because you feel like it might be too much that you played that role?
And sometimes play it too well too. That's the other part.
Right. That's the next question. Do you put that on there? Like, okay, well, back in the day, because now that's a question. I mean, that's a conversation piece. So when you played that role, because they dig deep when you go to these casting calls.
Okay.
And if they're looking at your face card and they turn it over and they see and they go on the internet and look at your track record, like nobody's gonna ask that question. So what made you play that part? I mean, I guess the typical answer would be, listen, I was just trying to get my foot in the door.
And that would be the logical answer for me, I would think.
But who knows?
I don't know what else they would say. Like, look, I do it good in real life, so I knew I can get this role.
I'm an asshole in real life, so it was easy. So let's move on to these other things because I definitely want to get to the tapping. I do not want to spend too much time on that, and plus I still got to show some love. So 2 movies. Have you seen The Book of Clarence?
Yes, I had just watched it probably like a week ago.
That's crazy because I just watched it this weekend, and I'm like, why have I been avoiding watching this movie? I don't think it's so much as I've been avoiding watching it. It's more so much of I could not watch TV for too long in my bedroom.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go to sleep. But I forgot one of the monitors in here has Netflix. So I turned on Netflix. Let me see what's on there. Whatever. And I was like, oh, that's up here. All right, let me check that out. All right. So let me ask you first. How did you feel about the movie?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked the way it was a story about a story that could tell the side story that most people would probably never hear if it was true. Or what if it's something like that did happen? That's how I looked at it, and I liked it that way. Because
yeah, go ahead.
Because in truthfulness, according to what I've looked up and did my own looking into, is there are books from the Bible that are missing for specific reasons. So it made me think, like, what if there is a book of, you can put whatever name, but a book of Clarence where this is the same story, it's a sideline story, but it still told a story about something that could have been in there, but it got kind of got kind of tricky.
I ain't gonna lie, I love this movie. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like halfway through, maybe if halfway through the movie. And I had to jump on social media real quick. Like, I'm watching this movie. Y'all sleeping if y'all haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
on some real talk. It's a pretty freaking good movie. And like you said, I'll elaborate on that. There are a lot of books that were missing. And the reason why those books are missing is because King James said, nah, y'all ain't getting these books. Because then it
Exactly.
might be thinking differently than the way that I want you to think.
Yes.
Mind control. It continued on after him because then you got here in America, and guess what they gave the slaves? They
Bible.
gave them a Bible, but it had certain books and passages in it
Mm-hmm.
to wave them in the way they want them to move. You feel me? Same thing, same thing. So it did give you another side to look at it because I've read also, I've had a long life. I've traveled many temples and synagogues and churches and freaking. I mean, I think I did all those things to try to find what, because everybody say they got the answers, right?
Yeah.
I've read many different texts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls. Another,
Mm-hmm.
you feel
All
me?
these things, all these things.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The Talmud, the Tanakh, the Apocrypha, the Bible, uh, you, the Quran, you name it. I've read some of it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like this movie because this movie does give you a different way to look at things. It gives you, and really the story, I'm not going to give it away, but it gives you a different way to look at, yeah, it is a possibility, like you said, that could have been one of those men that was out there
Mm-hmm.
either prior before they say that they put Messiah on the cross, or
Mm-hmm.
during the time that they put the Messiah on the cross. And you gotta think about it. How real is the scenario of what his life became? Because remember, he was
A hustler.
a hustler. That's
Yeah,
the
he was
E.
a hustler. He was a hustler.
He was a hustler. He was a hustler, but he hustled his way into something else, which is blasphemy. But he
Yeah.
hustled. Um, he learned his lesson too, but he hustled. And there's a crazy comedic timing in this film.
Yes. And if anything, I like the film because the comedic timing was current comedy that
Right.
we understand, but it was set
That,
in
right.
yeah. The comedy was up today, but the image and visual of the movie is of AD or AD.
Yeah, well,
BC AD. It
BC
was during the time of Christ.
into AD because some things they saying they're basing it on a book too. Some things had to happen
Yeah.
first because remember there's the Judas part.
Yes.
So all this is BC. I mean not BC, but it's not AD yet. That's just the weird
Yeah,
trend.
it's in between BC and AD, the time
Yeah.
of Christ.
Right. So
The time of the Messiah, you could put it that way.
but they made it so relatable to today's time. Again, the comedic timing is impeccable because I ain't going lie. It had me in my moments where I was in here cracking up. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
this is crazy. What is happening here? It had its moments where you felt touch, you felt the spirit. I don't know, not everybody is religious, but you felt the spirit, and that's great that a movie could do that without making you feel it's too churchy.
Yeah, that's one thing that I will agree that if I guess it's kind of weird because one part of me say what?
It's too much condemnment, and it kind of wasn't.
No, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like if I knew somebody that was heavily into the church or into beliefs, would I recommend them to watch this movie? I would say yes, because it does, just like you said, have its parts where you like that part is a good part. That part is a good story. That part is 100% relatable to what is in the holy books.
Right. It touched my spirit. But
and then it had just enough of everything else.
Anyway, because I'm gonna tell you, they'll find some things wrong with it because of some of the content in it. But if you wanted to spread the word, in which the way the word is supposed to be spread, the way they say that it's supposed to be spread, then that would be a movie where people from all walks of life can relate.
And then
they tied to the freaking book so well.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
crazy.
Because the stories, the little scene of stories where certain things happen, and you know that name from the Bible, that was the key tie-in part that made it really that good. Because they kept those certain stories that you know. If you are of the church and of the Bible, there are certain stories that you know, and these stories were included in this. But then that's why it was a perfect side story of the Book of Clarence.
Right. Because this was the other. Well, all right, I'll give it some. This was the other side, how the other people who weren't believers lived their lives.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you caught it, and I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but do you remember the one person who was able to make money appear from their hands all the time? It doesn't play the key part, but you had to really get what was going on. All I would say is he the one that had the money, and he said, "I want to be clean."
Okay.
I don't want to tell you because I don't want to spoil it, but it's a certain way they were telling. Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna watch it again.
Okay, but there was a certain way they were telling another story. So there was a third story in this, and it was that person.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it again so I could be sure. Matter of fact, well, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it tonight again because if I go into my bedroom, I'm going to fall asleep. It takes me 3 minutes tops, so I don't want to do that.
In the cloud.
3 minutes out, so I don't want to do that. But now that I remember I have Netflix in hand, I'm gonna watch it again tomorrow as I prepare for the day tomorrow. But yeah, a great. I missed that part, but I will say, great freaking movie. I'm glad I watched it. I'm not mad that I watched it. I'm so not mad that I watched. Oh, also in the movie, Tiana Taylor's in the movie.
I was about to bring that up because that's your girl.
That's my boo. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tiana Taylor is in the movie. She plays. I don't think this is a giveaway. She plays Mary Magdalene, which I thought was a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. The way they gave names, and then the certain ways of like that one scene of the accusations and what was going on. That was even funny when you pay attention to what was told to the crowd.
It was. So yeah. I would recommend, my recommendation, if you have not seen that movie yet, watch it. I also think that we could have a conversation about it with other people in Discord. So yeah. I think I just want to touch on movies in general in Discord just to see how other people's minds work. And then maybe I'll bring their thoughts over here to YouTube or whatever, or Twitch or Facebook. But yeah, great freaking movie, man.
Yes, awesome. And one of the things that I do remember about this, it was hard in the beginning for all the producers, which I don't know if you paid attention to the credits at the end. There are some heavy hitter names at the end of those credits.
I didn't have to look at the credits. I could just listen. Is some heavy hitters in there.
Yeah. But this was right around the time where the whole writers thing and the strike and everything. So this movie lost a lot of promotion that it was supposed to have during the period of its initial theatrical release.
I definitely agree because I remember when it was supposed to be released, but I also remember everything that was going on right there. But yeah, definitely, I'm glad I paid attention to it. I'm glad you paid attention to it because it's a must-see. It's very good. I'm going to give it. I don't want to be Cisco and Ebert in this but I'm definitely giving this some thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, actually. I think it was a good watch. Another thing that I've jumped into on this Netflix thing, y'all know I love history. Y'all know I'm a history buff. I be trying to tame how I'm going to just jump out with it real quick. Well, actually, dang, I'm not going to do night. I'll do that one maybe next week because I watched 3 things actually this week. But this other thing that I'm into, but I can't do that one until I finish this one thing. It's a thing. And I try not to binge watch nothing. Now this is a an anime series, but it's based on events that happen within Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it before I got on here,
Okay.
and I was like, I gotta go to work.
Okay. I'm curious now because I didn't watch one of these.
So I had to turn it off. It's on Netflix. Dang, what's the name of it? I can't tell y'all right now. Um, but I will come back with the name, or I'll put the name of it in the comments or whatever later when I find out what it is. As a matter of fact, as soon as I finish here and then I go do my motherly duties, I'm coming right back here because I'm not tired and think I'm gonna finish it up because it's really good. But it definitely is based on Greek mythology. It's gory. I said it's anime, so it's kind of gory
Okay.
moment. It doesn't have as much sensual content
Okay.
as a lot of anime has, which is great because I like the storyline more than I would like to see naked bodies. Because listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got into anime a little something something. I was dating a guy or whatever, and he had gave me this VHS, and the name of that VHS is called Violence Jack. And when I say everything is in an anime, I mean, everything is in this anime, but I also think I put my sister on the anime too because she watched it, and I don't know if she should have been watching it because she was kind of young, but yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I got my affinity for anime here and there, right? This one right here, I like it. It's good. Um, it's good. So I'll put the name of it in the comments later. But while you waiting on that, make sure if you haven't, go watch the Book of Clarence. That was a daggone good movie.
Yes.
Daggone good movie.
If you're
So oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if you're making recommendations, two other movies that I did happen to watch over this past, not this weekend, but during the previous week was Shirley, about Shirley Chisholm, first African American senator,
You need to watch that. Go ahead.
and then the last one was Bob Marley, the Bob Marley movie that came out.
I did see that. Oh, so much. We're gonna talk about that next week.
Okay.
I feel like we should have these kind of conversations, not just about the old, but the new too. So I think we need to touch on that next week because I got a lot to say about that movie.
The Bob Marley.
The Bob Marley movie, yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm gonna finish unpacking stuff in here because I don't know where Bob went at anywhere, and I feel some kind of way because he's supposed to sit right here, but you know, renovations. But yeah, I got a lot to say about that movie, and the controversies surrounding that movie. So I feel like we should talk about that next week. But but yeah, check out that movie because then maybe we can have a couple. See what I'm saying? We should do something in the.
Okay, I'm cool. I just, if it's a movie I haven't seen, I just got to watch it first. But these
Right.
more recent ones, I've seen those. So yeah, we can clearly break those down because I agree. The
Yeah.
Clarence movie was a movie that needed more promotion. I
Promotion.
wholeheartedly believe that.
Really, really did because it's a great fucking movie, man. I almost feel sorry for them because they did not have as much promotion as they should have had. So it's like a lot of people missing out on some great content because
Exactly.
it didn't get promoted in the way it was supposed to get promoted. But all right, let me get to these love notes so that we can get to this final exam that I am afraid of. I might win. Who knows? I don't know. Doc, he's a hard professor. He don't come. He don't play no games.
We shall see. We shall see.
So all right, let me get to my love notes. You going?
Yes.
All right. So y'all, let me tell you what love notes are. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna get fancy on y'all real quick. Let me tell y'all about these love notes and what they are. So at one point in time when I first started doing this podcasting thing, I used to just call it love whenever, I would read from the list of countries, cities, and states that would tune into the podcast. Now it got a little thick in the paper supply, on paper in the documentation on the paper supply tip. So Doc kept calling it show notes. And I'm like, it's not show notes, it's love, it's love. So eventually we came to a compromise and now we call it love notes. Doc used to say I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not. Just like I said, it was a lot of city, states, and countries on this here list. But now, my darlings, your girl has gone green. So now I read from a list that is a bit of production. And here we go. Shout out to my top 7 because I ain't changed it yet, but I saw I love y'all. Shout out to my top 7: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, Belgium, and China. Low key, specifically Brussels and specifically Paris. Hi, darlings. Thank you. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you. Boos. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. Let's see. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, China, I already said y'all, but Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, Czech Republic, Portugal, Morocco. Hi, honeys. I love you. Hi. And last but not least, Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, and Lithuania. Hi, Booze. I love you too. Thank you for checking into this podcast. You didn't have to, but you did. And I love you for it. I'm waiting for this to go off so I can fix my screen. But I love you for it. All right, there. We back in building. Hold on, let me fix this thing right quick. And Doc is back in here. But yeah, this always love. I'm not going to check tonight because by the time we come back, hopefully tomorrow, I will have updated our love notes to make sure everything is in accordance to the way that it has to be. I'm sorry, unfortunately, somebody got to go. Because I can only have a top 6. This top 7 has been lingering on for far too long. And unfortunately, China came and knocked somebody out, and I don't know who it is just yet, but we're going to update the list and see who it is because we can't have a top 7. Like, that's just, I was being nice with 6. I'm just saying. All right, so anyway, you showing off tonight, ain't you, honey? So
just make it look good. Just make it look good like you, Cat.
I mean, you but I like how you did it. So snap, we got the school up early tonight. So right now, what we're about to get into is called the final exam. I'm mad because I don't have another water in here. I'm slipping. But anyway, yes, what we are about to do is called the final exam. The current final exam scores are as follows. Doc has 9. Cat, that would be moi, has 22. Our former co-host, no, whatever. Our former co-host had 5, which I'm still on the fence about how that 5, but we was nice, so we just gonna give him 5. All right. And then 2 audience members came in and got a couple little points. You have to have at least, because let's see, my score is because I'm going with what you say. I'm trying to compromise, Doc. I've been trying to figure out how that happens. So to get your personal name up on a scoreboard, you have to answer at least 5 of these final exam questions. You specifically, I'm gonna know who it is because I see your names when you answer it or whatever. And Doc keeps a great freaking record. Look at this. You see it? Doc keeps a great freaking record. So if you win 5 games, Not in a row. You don't have to win them in a row because I don't feel like that's fair. Because I don't even freaking win 5 games in a row. Well, I probably have, but
You have.
I don't feel like that's fair. So you just have to win five, um, 5 games, and then we will put your name on the scoreboard too. You feel like that's fair, Doc?
Yeah, that's fair. Win at least 5 games, then you get your own category as a actual competitor against
Right.
Kat, against me, against the rest of the audience on
Right.
Ambitiously, the podcast, the Tap In.
Exactly. I've been thinking long and hard about this, so I didn't. But I don't just blurt my idea. I got to think about how that's going to work. So win 5 times, your name gets up on your name. Well, your handle. I'm not going to say your personal name, but whatever your handle is, you get up on the scoreboard. And that's it. Okay, so all right. So let me put this back up here. Are we ready, Professor Doc?
Kat, we are ready whenever you are ready. Just say the
All
word
right.
and we're there.
Y'all see what it's saying on the screen? It's the final exam. Let's go. All right, give me number one. Give us number one.
Number one.
The
Number
building do
one.
not feel shy to partake in this here game we play. All right. In 2002, this rapper, okay, I wanted to make sure it was on the screen. In 2002, this rapper's fourth studio album peaked at number 21 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums. Oh, yeah, that's not vague. 21? I'm trying to think what that list look like right now. Yeah, you know we gotta go to number 2 because like that's crazy. I can't even remember.
I gotta start there, but remember, I started with the years that you gave, and something that was interesting about that year. His album peaked at number 21. The interesting thing is this was still prior to the time where they used to really put a rap album into its own category. Pretty much, this was still the time where if you are a black person making music, they put you in the R&B, hip hop, and that was that.
Yeah, and they grouped you in. That's crazy. Oh, all right, come on with number 2. That's nuts, though.
Number
I'm gonna leave
2.
that on the screen. I'm gonna pen them too. Yeah, number 2. So
Number
y'all
2
see what the
is
first one is. Remember, it is in 2002. This is the first one. In 2002, this rapper's fourth studio album peaked at number 21 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. I will revisit them because I'm probably gonna need to revisit them because Doc is crazy. So. All right, so this rapper's lyrical style often dismisses typical rap storylines in favor of science and wide range philosophies. Wait, okay.
Well, that's good. I get a on number 2 from Big Cat.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready because there's people that do this kind of thing, and then there's people that bite other people that do this thing. And in my opinion, okay, I'm gonna keep it to myself right now, but I'm gonna let that out in a minute. But so again, number 2, this rapper's style, lyrical style often dismisses typical rap storylines in favor of science and wide range philosophies. Okay, give me give me number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, give me number 3, Professor Doc.
Trey.
All right. Hold on, let me lock it in. All right, so when his hip hop did I grab it?
Wow.
So when in his hip hop group, they are considered the spiritual head, being both the first member in the group to receive a record deal, and being the oldest member of the group. Can I just if I'm close, can I just make a noise?
Can you make a noise?
Or maybe give a
How does
hand?
this go if you make a noise? What does making a noise do for you here?
It makes me feel good about what I think my guess is. Or maybe
we do
perhaps,
guesses over here. We do final answers.
Listen, or perhaps give it. Okay, can I show?
What are you trying to do? What
Can
are
I
you
put,
trying to do?
put some of that flavor on the
Oh, that's a
screen?
nice phone case right there you got there.
I create sometimes. But anyway, all right. See, because I don't want to be wrong. All right, one more. I'm gonna just
One
one
more.
more, just so I can feel safe
One
about
more.
it. One more, just so I can
All
feel safe.
right. Number four. Number four. Let me make sure it's here. Bam, I got it. Here is number four. Number four.
Because then I know. Because I know.
We don't know if you know. We don't know if you know.
I know. This is only, first of all, this is only, I just showed you my phone case, right? Only one of, and you had a question about another one of the members, and you had locations, and I just gave you the locations, and I told you
That
what
is
it
true.
was.
That is true. I do remember that. I do remember that.
So I'm not going to go down the list, but we know who the Abbott is, so I'm not going to say his name. But then we also have the Jizza. If it's not him, because he's scientific, he's very scientific, actually, on the law, and don't nobody know about that shit at all. At all. How? Nigga is teaching college. Okay, I'm sorry. Courses about. Okay, whatever.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What you doing?
Because I'm trying to give y'all a synopsis. That's why that's crazy. I said that today, and I'm still having a brain fart. That's nuts that I said that today because everything is about mathematics, low key, and in order to be able to teach those philosophies and those theories, mathematics is very important. If that makes sense.
Yes, it is. That's the foundation of life and everything they say.
All right. So
Understanding that.
yes, I'll wait. So give me number 5 just because.
Give you number 5 just because.
Yeah,
Number
please.
5 just because. When you so confident in yourself, you don't want to make the last guess? You don't want to make the guess?
Be number 5 just because.
All right.
I'm
number
saying.
5 just because.
Ain't nobody catch that. I mean. All right, in this rapper's early years, they performed a 3-man group with his cousin, Robert Diggs, the Abbott. I'm sorry. He had many names. Russell Jones, aka Old Dirty Bastard, aka I said what it was. I said what it was already, but you want to make me wait this out. So I
know I did. I was waiting for a guess. As soon as you thought you knew who it was, I was waiting for a guess. You're the one that likes to stretch it all the way out to the end.
I mean, I'm sorry, I did sing it, say it in a song kind of for what? Jizza.
That's your final guess?
Yes.
Yes, the answer is Jizza.
This man teaches on a professional college base. This man is freaking incredible on a thought wave some of y'all will never be able to understand or interpret. So yeah, I know a lot about my fellas, as you can see.
Well, then only because you stretched it to the end, and this.
No, I got it, and I said it. If I hadn't said it, and I said it in between me saying all the things that I said, but
we need final answers, Kat. You know that. So this is my question I posed. What was the name of his album that he dropped in 2002?
Damn it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to that, but I'm gonna take my 1 point that I got today because I
The Legend of the Liquid Swords.
Oh, like, damn, and I got that. What? That's crazy. But it's 2002, and like I said, I've been living a very foggy few years, so forgive me, but I definitely know my fellas.
current score, you have added to your score. You are completely running the league, running the tables, running the business, running everybody rampant because they can't come close and or keep up with you. You big motherfucking purr.
You big purr. I'm gonna do the roar because I feel like a beast right now. I feel like a beast right now. So you gotta get the roar. Sorry. This was a lovely one, and always lovely when my fellas one all some couple at the same time are included in today's show, and that's insane because how I brought up mathematics earlier, and then that happens to be that was nuts.
Okay.
That was nuts. That was insane, really low key, but nobody gonna film me on that. That was insane. That happened. Go back, watch the replay, because you're gonna have to go back, and we're gonna have to go back to Public Enemy. Insert. I'll tell you exactly when it happened. Public Enemy. Go back there, and I just was talking about how I respect today's mathematics and all of that, so I'm not gonna say the wrong thing because I'm having a brain fart. And then this happens. I'm just saying. Y'all, that's crazy. Doc, that was wonderful. That was amazing. I loved it. That was great.
Well, thank you. I tried my best. I did my best.
That was amazing. That was fantastic. Let me say these things real quick. I'm gonna run through real fast, so y'all not going like I'm giving it up, but I'm giving it up this way anyway. So whatever. Join the conversation. Drop a comment. Call in or text the numbers 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. You can ask me to drop the link. I might, but some of y'all just don't know how to act. So therefore, I really don't care about dropping the link. Now, you can ask me, but know that when you ask me, I might, as long as you're on your best behavior. I'm just saying. Don't make me push the beast. And she hot tonight. She hot. She's smoking hot tonight. Don't play with her. You want to come on the show for any reason, you want to talk to me, you just want to say hi, whatever, talk to me about business, whatever the case may be, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Remember, we need every like, every share, every subscription, but with the likes more so, because that's a free way for you to support this show. Period. Just hit that button, say, yeah, I like it. That's it. But we want the shares and the subscriptions too, so stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. Let me tell you something real quick. I need you to know this. We do not take requests over here because it's a couple of reasons. One is every video that I play on this podcast, which I'm really creeping towards this because it's hot. So yeah, we gotta light it up with the videos, and we have a few new videos added to our situation. But know that any of those videos that I play, I have permission to play them. Written, audio, visual, you name it, I got it. Electronic, I got it. Videos over here that I do not have permission to play. So therefore that stops there, right? Then two, on Fire Fridays, when my DJ, my awesome, amazing DJ come up here, I'm not trying to interrupt what he got going on for the sake of every little person want to now request a song. I let him do his thing. He puts amazing mixes together. So I don't interrupt. I don't even request songs from him, which I can't. Sometimes he throw me a bone in there that I don't even expect. But then again, I've known him a long time. But I don't request. He just puts this together himself. So therefore, we do not take requests. I'm just trying to learn how to say these type of things properly, Doc. Forgive me. Join our coffee community, though, where I don't have to say shit properly. I'm tired of this censorship shit, and I want y'all to join me over there so that we could be uncensored. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Just create a space for us to be able to go off, or you could join the app. You can go off over there too, because I could do whatever I want on it. A couple other areas, website, I could go off on it too. But whatever. The point is, speaking of website, check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. But the point is, let me be free. Give us free. Oh, sorry.
Give us free. I'm going to start.
Sorry. My bad. Um, Big shout out to my DJ, man. I got his back. I don't play about him. Big shout out to my DJ, Root Casey. Always love. Thank you for doing an excellent job, sir. We appreciate you over here. We do. Let us know how y'all feel about these mixes too. Make sure you tune into the radio station so you can get the full hour-long mixes and not the half an hour that I get to give y'all on these platforms that I do it on. That's why we need to go to coffee. But whatever. There's a lot of reasons why we need to do things a certain kind of way, but whatever. I digress. But yeah, big shout out to my DJ. Let us know how y'all feel about these mixes. Woo, child, that was a lot to say. Oh, and I guess I'll put this on the screen. Donate $, capital A, ambitiously ENT. You can also go to the website and donate there as well if you would like to. Just to let you know. I read all things on the website. It's the website. So like I said, we are worldwide. Do the math. It is mathematics. Absolutely. Everything is math. I hated that thought as a kid, but now that I'm an adult, even the things that I do in my everyday life is mathematics. So yeah, it's crazy. Top Flight, Catch the Vibes, watch The Book of Clarence. Yes, baby. Good movie, good damn story. I promise you, you will not be disappointed when you watch it. And it's going to touch you in so many places you ain't even going to know you ready. Listen. Yes. Yes. And if you a hood, excuse me, but if you a hood nigga, hood booger, you still want to watch it. It's not like your typical Bible story. I'll say that.
Yes. Yes.
It's definitely not your typical Bible story. Trust me. And again, the comedic timing, superb. Because sometimes I was in here like, what the? What
did you realize what happened? Then you like, oh.
It's good. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Yeah, I got me some Harley Quinn tonight. Woo! Listen, there's a couple of sides of cat. The other side is if you. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna tell you why these. So I'm gonna pin them because they very important to what I'm about to say because it makes sense in a second once I explain everything. But yeah, good freaking movie. So Doc, my Doc.
Yes.
Fun. This is a fun little switch up within the things that we do over here. It was fun. I love it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to add a little switch up too. I think from now on, I'm going to only give you as many Harley Quinns as you answer the question.
I deserve. But what about
if you get 5 questions?
So what about the other days when we ain't even doing the final exam?
That's different. The other days I give them to you because you deserve them.
Oh, all right.
On the final exam, I think you only get as many Harley Quinns, as many questions as you don't use. So if you don't, that's what I'm gonna do.
I rock with that. I'll take that.
So if you use all 5, I think you're only going to get 1 Harley Quinn. If you don't, if the less you use, the more Harley Quinns you're gonna get.
All right, I'll take that. That could be like my my little trophy. All right, I take that only on Tuesdays. So I ain't taking that shit no other day of the week. Doc.
Okay.
Put my foot down somewhere. Got to put my foot down some damn way.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm gonna keep score that too. I'm gonna keep track of that too, so I can see. Look, you have a history of only getting 1 Harley Quinn.
All right, so whatever. We're gonna see what's up. But let me tell you this. As usual, I always appreciate you being here, man.
And I always say thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it. This is fun. It is the highlight of my week. Today and typically tomorrow are usually the most funnest evenings I have because it starts off with a good subject matter of things that I love and I think you love too. Then it goes into some crazy, sinister stuff that we can't believe this is happening. And it
Right.
is unfortunately happening. But like you said, the truth need to be told, and somebody got to tell it.
Hey, why not us?
There you go. There you
Why
go. There
not
you go.
us? Why not us, man? And our Wednesdays typically get, I don't know how, because it's maybe I don't know. It might be something wrong with me, but because it's so dark, I don't know how it turns in a comedy hour.
Yeah.
But it does, because who knows what either one of us is going to say out of our mouths. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to get
I
crazy.
mean, in reality, I think the one sad part about it is because these court cases that are being read, they are real people somewhere in this world that had something happen to them. And as gruesome and as bad and as horrible as it is, I think with just presenting the case as factual as what it is, as what's been alleged, it's one thing to keep some, lightness about it. And if a joke gonna be made, a joke gonna be made. I mean, if you was kicking it with your peoples and y'all make a joke, it could be from a guy's standpoint, barbershop talk, from a woman's standpoint, beauty shop talk. It's kind of like those jokes that you are going to make. So that's how we're authentic with it.
And the old saying, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
That part true. That part true.
So it gets a little crazy around here, but yeah, definitely. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for what we will call the wiretap. I got a new sign for that show. That specific part of.
Okay.
Cause it can't be wet and wired. We ain't been wet in a long time. So, so because of this fuck shit. So anyway, y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night as we read through these cases that we have. We got a few cases that we need to get to. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in for that. But yeah, Doc, always a pleasure. Now some things I gotta say, cause I gotta say them. I do. Mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. Except for on Media Mondays, where I'm telling everybody's business because I kind of like to do that on Mondays. So I'm telling it. It don't necessarily be court cases though. It's just like whatever say, but I'm telling it. So don't make the news and then I won't tell it. Tune in for Media Monday. Tap in. Sometimes I tell people business. Did I tell somebody business today? I don't think I did. I think I did good. I gotta think about it. I don't think I did though. And then definitely on the wiretap, I'm telling everybody's business, scumbags. But other than that, mind your business. It's a safer way to live your life. Come over here and let me tell you everybody else's business. I'm trying to help us all out over here, man. Trying to help us all out in some form or fashion. Really, if you don't know, you're gonna find out. Don't fuck around. These little beautiful things, these creations from the higher power. Love your babies, hug your babies, tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. It's your job to encourage them. It's your job to nurture them, to teach them, to mold them, it's just your job, so do it. Shit. No, how much more I could say to that. No, I didn't do it yet, but eventually, and I know it's coming, so I'm just gonna sit here and act like I don't know it's coming when I know it's coming. But no, I have not put the telescope together yet. But
can I say one thing real quick?
What?
It is the summertime.
I know it's the summer. It was almost the summertime, not officially summer yet, but
not officially summer, but summer break. I was told many months ago that this was going to be
one, it's not summer break either. I still got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. My baby don't get out of school until June.
Okay, my bad.
June at that. So I'm still in supermom mode. So
okay. No problem.
She don't get out until June. So
look, I take back what I was about to say then.
All right, if we don't start working on it in June, I'll say by the end of June, then whatever you say, then I'll listen, I guess. But nope, we still in school right now. It's only May. We ain't even made it to June yet. We creeping, but we ain't there yet. Um, but anyway, if they want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, uh, or secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't. And they deal with space. I got to put this telescope together because I said I was. I'm going to do it. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, freaking, I'm quite sure they got engineers over there at NASCAR, freaking, whatever the hell, commentator, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. At one point in time, they used to love muscle cars, and so that might be my thing with them, because I'm big on muscle cars. And they got a need for speed. Other than that, I don't know what they do over there in NASCAR. I don't know. But the point is, whatever your children decide it is that they want to do, encourage them and make sure you tell them that they are the GOAT. That's that. Now, here's for interesting conversation. Stay in your lane. Ooh, stay in your lane. Now, I had a talking point about these Harley Quinns, and I'm going to give it to you in a minute. Okay, people, I need you to not do this. You are bothering me. Thank you very much for those silly advertisement. You're bothering me. I'm going to tell you you're bothering me. Sorry. That's how I get down. This is not mid-show. I don't want to see your advertisement in the middle of what I'm trying to do over here. You can save that. Thanks. Anyway, so that's an example of how you need to stay in your lane. Okay? Don't leave your stinky advertisement of what you want me to do in my comments. Find out my contact information and then contact me that way. That way I can kind of sort of feel like it's real. How about that? But anyway, stay in your lane. Jeez Louise. Stay in your lane, because I promise you, you jump in my lane, you're going to get this. Child, I can promise you this. And I was lenient tonight. I'm not going to be so lenient the next time. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind of. Wait a minute, I ain't hear my baby. Hold on. Okay, there we go. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly and all that good stuff. She is. Or her. Hey, you big purr. Because a cat is purring, cat is a happy, happy girl. But that first one, she's a bitch. She's a beast. I told y'all, leave her over there in the pride, whatever the hell she doing. She might be snacking on something. I don't know what we was eating today. I don't know. Oh, I do know. It was some meat. What kind of meat? I'll say that actually was lamb, but whatever.
Nice.
Whatever. You know what I mean? But let her over there eating what she need to eat and feeding her cub and enjoying her sweet little peaceful lioness life. Here's where Harley comes in. Told you I was coming back to her. Because then when she turns into the beast, a natural reference I could give you could be Harley Quinn. We all know what she's like. Yeah, that's why I like my Harley Quinns. You can give me some lions or some Harley Quinns. I'll take them. Proudly. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to know how that tied in. But other than that, stay in your lane. Because what usually happens when you cross into other people's lanes is a collision, and who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your fucking lane. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm asking. I don't ask for much. Or maybe a like every now and again. Other than that, I'm not asking for much. Just stay in your lane. Pick and choose your battles. Very important lesson here. Listen up. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight home. Sometimes you just gotta lose that little battle so you can come back and win fucking war. And I'm all for winning war. And very important to this message is this. Mob Deep been telling y'all they said it's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. I'm not gonna do the rest of the song, although I want to. Not gonna do it. I'm trying not to. It's hard. But they told y'all that two very intelligent young men for their ages at the time that they wrote that song. I'm just saying. But they told y'all, worry about the war. Be who you are. Be authentic to you. Be real to you. There are going to be a billion people. There are billions and trillions of people in this world, right? There are going to be a lot of them, a whole lot of them that do not like who you are. But you know what I say to that? Fuck them. They don't gotta like you. You like you. That's the most important thing. And even if you came into this world as a twin, you still gonna leave this earth by yourself. And you didn't come in together. Y'all came in minutes apart or however the time frame worked for that situation. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Y'all wasn't actually together. Y'all came out separately. So just be who you gotta be. That's all I'm saying. Whew. Okay, Doc, that was a lot. I had to get that out though. I needed to associate the Harley Quinns to this lioness of a beast that is me that won the final exam tonight. The
You did.
Sorry.
You did. You did.
Oh, my
Clap it
bad.
up.
My bad.
AU Big Purr. AU Big Purr.
I wish I still had my boxing gloves so I could be in here really. I just throw them bitches on every time I play.
The champ is here.
But anyway, I gotta find out what I did with them. What happened to them? Anyway, so anyway, we gotta break out, y'all. Have a good, awesome night. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Doc, I ain't said this in a minute, so I feel like I want to say it just because I ain't said it in a minute. Don't be out here on your Brazilian man. He's not Brazilian, by the way.
I'll back. I won't. I will be
I
safe.
gotta throw that in there because people are like, oh my gosh, he's Brazilian. He is not Brazilian. He's a black man. A regular old black man. It's like, no, I ain't gonna say it like that, but he's black. But it's the inside joke between he and I. But anyway, with that being said, let's get out of here, Bookie. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta do one thing first before I say that. Before we give our true salutations. All right, we gotta be out of here, y'all. Bye. Good night.